trying to make you just like them. They're trying to change you. The body snatchers are trying to get inside you.
What if Noah's Ark wasn't a boat, but a spaceship designed for DNA preservation?
You better lock in and buckle up, because we're diving into some more mysterious and strange TikToks nobody can explain. Hit that like and subscribe button and let's dive in.
Noah's Ark, traditionally seen as a feat of ancient shipbuilding, this narrative has always been a tough pill to swallow for the skeptically minded. The logistical nightmares of housing and managing the Earth's entire animal population on a wooden vessel are numerous and frankly insurmountable. We would like to posit a radical yet intriguing idea. What if Noah's Ark wasn't a boat, but a spaceship designed for DNA preservation? Noah's Ark, traditionally seen as a...
Interesting. The only problem with that is that it said it was made out of cedar wood. So a spaceship made out of cedar wood? Or was it gopher wood? It was one of those. I know it was made out of wood. So it would have to be a spaceship made out of wood. But that is a radical theory. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We just found coffins underneath Liverpool.
Oh my god, there's coffins. What the hell? What is that banging? Oh, look at this. Is that a Grim Reaper behind there?
That's scary. You better not open it. And why is there light down there?
Please tell me there's no bodies in these. I'm not even going to open them. Not even going to do it. Not going there. Not on this episode. Oh my god.
I wouldn't have done it either. As soon as you open it, snatch him. Why disturb me?
So I found this 1560 book on zoology. And what are we looking at here? Can someone
a merman, I guess? Pineal man? I don't know.
And by the way, I translated this. Go ahead, screenshot, translate it, put through your AI. Interesting what they have to say. I went ahead and added the translation, pause and read. Quite interesting.
A sea monk.
That they caught creatures like this, and this is how they got the depictions, and they were caught in the 14 and 1500s. Craziness. I mean, just look at it. Here, if I can get over there. They called this one a monkfish because the head of the creature looked just like a monk. No idea what they call this one here. Just crazy though. Then two others that they claim to have seen and or caught and brought like to one of the popes or kings. It was just crazy. You can read the translations on it too. I mean,
so the legend goes they caught one of these crazy monsters and brought it back to the king. This is a 1560s zoology book with crazy drawings of sea creatures and ancient maps.
Here's the other translation. Please pause and read. It's crazy. And check them out. Just crazy drawings here. And this book has 700 pages. It's huge. And these are just the wild depictions here that you can see. But they have a lot of normal depictions as well on here. These are the creatures I see on my maps. When I do maps, that I see them in the seas. And now they're depicting and giving what their thoughts were on it. Then you have the regular. I don't know how regular that is, but
that could have been a walrus. This could have been a walrus. And this could have been just a whale they ran across is what I'm thinking, and they exaggerated a little bit. Maybe.
Now they're depicting and giving what their thoughts were on it. Then you have the regular. I don't know how regular that is, but to give you an example, I'll go down a little bit. But they depict like, look at that creature. Or maybe that one. Then here were a few more. Just wild. And then
what was that? some type of seahorse, literally, like a giant horse lizard hybrid that's swimming.
And then it just goes right back into turtles and more turtles and other just regular creatures, you know, but the details, I mean, look at the details on these. I mean, I could scroll, you know, here's all the different jellyfish, I think, and squid. Here's a really good depiction of a squid.
Wow, so if they can be that accurate about what a squid looks like, it almost makes me think that they had a good view of those crazy creatures they drew.
Octopus. Just a neat book, and it has so many different crazy depictions in there. I'm going to try to go back real quick. Don't mind me if I can. Let me see if I can do this. It'll let me grab it, because there were some other ones I wanted to show you, but they're way in the front. Then it goes into all the different shells and just everything. It's pretty cool. This was the sea portion. They have a lot of different portions as well, showing the mammals and the reptiles. It keeps going on and on. I just wanted to share this with you because of the craziness that I saw here. And I see them on my maps all the time. Just thought it was interesting. Don't see that one that often. That one was really crazy, especially when I read up on it and translated everything on it. Anyways, as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for that here.
So what were they? Sea monks that lived underwater? It possessed such immense strength that it could easily knock men to the ground with blows from its tail. The sea monk. This sea monster was captured in its own age in Norway during a violent storm at sea. All those who saw it immediately gave it the name monk. At times they appear as evil omens and terrifying to men, certain beings with human faces. Interesting.
When you react, they take your life. You know, you drop two tablets of Alka-Seltzer in water and it bubbles. There's a reaction. The gas is given off. When you get upset, people walk away with your psychic energy. They literally devour you. And not only that, they put a little bit of their wicked nature into you. And then you turn around and take it out on somebody else. That's how it goes down the pecking order. You become like the person you hate.
So give our viewers,
and you start to hurt your own children.
Right now, an idea of how to fight that.
Hold it. You hurt your own children. A lot of the problems, for instance, the government taxes you to death, and it makes your life miserable, and you have no way to fight it, and you get very resentful. The nature of the wickedness in the higher powers, in school, in church, everywhere, when you can't fight what you see.
So what does a person do?
It gets inside you, and it
But
builds.
we get upset about lots of things, Roy.
Don't excuse it.
I'm not excusing it, but we do get upset.
Being upset is normal?
Huh?
And if I upset you,
I am saying that a human being has a variety of emotions.
One of those emotions
Some are very
you can't
good.
afford.
What?
You cannot afford.
You can afford it if you can deal with it properly,
you cannot,
can you?
Once you have lost control, being upset carries with it judgment. Resentment carries with it judgment. The purpose of, look, a bullfighter, a matador, gets strong because he doesn't give in to the bull. He gets stronger than the bull and he walks away gracious. But if he reacts to the bull will kill him. There are spiritual forces in this society. People
I hear you, Roy, but I got one even better. Don't throw your pearls before swine or they will trample you. That was already written.
invested in people that are trying to make you just like them. They're trying to change you. The body snatchers are trying to get inside you.
He said body snatchers. Okay, Roy.
And alter your identity to serve the whole system. The whole system is dying. This is an Orwellian nightmare that's happening to America. It cannot be explained by psychodynamics or electropsychological, electrochemical thinking. It is evil that we're dealing with, and the sooner people will recognize the truth of evil, there are two truths. The truth about error and the truth of of good.
Give them the first step to helping themselves.
You must learn to meditate and be objective to yourself so that the bad can't get in and the good can come through. It's like a force field you put around yourself. And the second thing is you must never doubt what you know is right in your heart. And the next thing is you never let people upset you. You have to stand there and never flinch, no matter what people do to you, and you will destroy evil.
Roy?
When you react.
Why were churches built on ancient sacred sites?
So my research at the moment is in earth energies, and what I've noticed in the research, in the reading, especially from John Michel in a book, The New View Over Atlantis, published in 1969, a thorough investigation into the alignments of prehistoric sites and natural landmarks. It talks about how a lot of these churches are built on former pagan sites, but the suggestion as to why is because they're built on energy, earth energy areas, whether they're energy lines or just something significant about.
I believe they're called ley lines. I haven't proved or felt any type of magical ley line. I'm not saying they're not out there, but me personally, I've never been on one or been at a place where I could feel me charging up. I've been places that I felt serenity and that it felt great, like I wanted to stay here, but I don't know about like some type of charge up energy, you know, at specific ley lines. If you guys do or been on a sacred spot, please drop it in the comments below. It's extremely interesting, and I don't doubt that it's out there.
The energy itself. And so a page from the book shows a map of Cambridge with an alignment of 7 churches along this ley line. And so this ley is the dark line, and the churches you can see are all circled. So my research.
How do you know it's a ley line though? That's my question. What categorizes a specific location? Like, oh yeah, that's a ley line. You see that line right there and that energy? Like, what constitutes something being a ley line? What's the definition? Let's take a look at this. Oh, now that's a view. I would need a rope tied to that tree as I looked, but yes, that is a view. What would you do? If you knew this spot existed, what would you do here? Would you picnic? Would you pour you something cold to drink? Would you pray? Or would you just sit there and soak it all in? This world is a beautiful place, guys. I gotta go out and see it more. It just feels like I'm always at home, just trying to survive, you know? But in reality, it's a beautiful world out there.
This place we call home, it's a recycled crime scene. Whatever was here before us, whoever we were, got wiped out. Over and over again. Same event, same cleanup. Just enough survivors left to start the script all over, with no memory of the last one. And we're standing on top of it like nothing happened. Whole cities buried, flooded, roads underwater, buildings under sand. Nobody told us. Nobody had to. We were born into the cover-up. You're looking at a reset the world never admitted to. You don't see any of this growing up. Nobody mentions flooded streets and buried towns. You're just told it's nature, just the way things are. But when you actually look, like really look, you notice the shapes, the roads underwater, the foundations under mud, grids that don't line up with the story we were given. Nobody erased it, they just covered it, changed the label, and kept moving. And it works, because we only live one lifetime before they wipe our memory clean. We never get old enough to see the pattern. We just inherit the aftermath and call it the beginning. Notice what's under the surface, all of the angles and grids. It's geometry, like a city that was turned off instead of destroyed. Next, the terrain changes. Dry land instead of water, but the pattern is the same. Rows of stone, stacks of broken pieces spread like parts on a board. Capacitors and resistors, shapes you'd expect inside a machine, scaled up and left in the open. They call it a mining field, but nothing's been taken from it. It's already been emptied, drained of what it held. What's left is a layout without the current, a system that used to run until someone disconnected it.
The Grand Canyon, anybody?
Everything's still in place, but just turned off. No water, no machines, just a town, or what used to be one.
I think it's like Moabite, Utah, or just Utah in general. You know why it's so dry, and you see all those weird stone structures? Something was once there, but something happened and it got obliterated. That's why everything's dry there. It reminds me of Fern Gully Aftermath. Yeah, I watched Fern Gully. That was my show, low key. I mean, my movie.
Can still see the streets, the way the roads curve through it, like it was meant for families, for life, for movement. But there's nothing there now. No buildings, no signs of destruction, no trace of who lived there.
I feel like Fern Gully was this generation's version of Avatar, kinda, in a cartoon way. A little bit.
Just the imprint, like someone pulled the structures out and left the frame behind. A whole town, present one cycle, then gone the next. No fire, no storm, no debris. Just silence, a full removal with no explanation. And the ground changes again, spirals carved into the earth, repeated patterns, like something was marking the land, leaving symbols behind, coordinates or instructions. Then you notice the tracks, racing loops in the middle of nowhere, smooth curves laid across empty terrain. No audience, there's no buildings, no reason to exist, and they're not for sport. They're structures, shortcuts in a larger design. Somebody built these as part of the same system, then left them for us to forget. Circuit board layouts, repeating shapes, identical forms, thousands of miles apart.
Most of all of this was found. Like, I believe it wasn't, 1740? We don't know what happened, but just the Industrial Revolution, the theory is they just came here and found it. Where they spawned, Cabbage Patch Farms, I don't know.
One in a crowded city in Peru, carved right into the landscape, a perfect keyhole-shaped resistor. And then you go to New Jersey, and you see the same shape, the same layout, sitting right at the base of the statue of Liberty. These aren't coincidences, they're signatures. Then you go to the Jersey Shore, not the beaches they show you, the buried part. Blocks of streets underwater, whole neighborhoods covered in swamp and sediment. You can still see the layout, the roads and the grids, the bones of a city. There used to be life here.
Wow, this is kind of deep. It is deep.
A community, but nothing and no one remains.
I wonder if you search those ruins, what would you find? They need a LiDAR scan all of that. Like how they got a Google Earth, we need a Google LiDAR scan. How cool would that be? That actually would help a lot with what we're trying to figure out here.
Lived here was erased, was flooded, turned into wetlands and written off as natural, and hidden in the middle of it, markings carved into the land itself, symbols no one ever taught us. Some of it looks like writing, some of it looks like something older than language, similar to the shapes you see in Egypt, only half buried underwater in mud. None of this was supposed to be found. None of it was supposed to make it through the rewrite, but it did. We've been living in the land of the lost and calling it home. The cities they show us are just the latest layer, built on top of the ones they erased, and the history we're taught is just the last version of what made it through the filter. Once you see the underwater grids, and the buried neighborhoods, and the land carved with symbols nobody explains, you realize none of this is accidental. This world wasn't built from scratch. It was stacked, recycled and rewritten. And the real truth isn't suppressed because it's unbelievable. It's suppressed because it's undeniable. You can't unsee it. You can't go back to pretending it's just a lake, or just a swamp, or this is just the world. You feel the resonance of what came before, the version you weren't supposed to remember, the one they didn't erase completely. And it's that exact moment the silence becomes the message. Then you stop asking what happened. You start asking, how long have we been asleep?
How long have we been asleep? See, this is what I love to listen to. You try explaining or talking about this to anybody. I'm like, what? Who cares? Did you hear about LeBron getting traded to the, I don't even know what team he got traded to, y'all. I think it was the 76ers. Did you hear about LeBron getting traded to the 76ers? Forget all that forgotten history and landmarks, Chuck. when you could clearly see like a highway system like it used to be here? But how did it get turned into a swamp is the question. Did it just stay like that after the flood and whatever dissipated we were able to move into, I guess? That was just in New York. There's no telling other spots that are, you know, used to be highways that's just covered up by land growing. The remains of the old world civilizations. Alright gang, we have a lot of new members, so let's go ahead and dig off in the archive on a couple videos that deserve a second look. What you're about to see has sparked some unsettling theories online. While there may be a logical explanation, some viewers believe there could be something more sinister behind it.
Never put Vaseline anywhere on your skin. It's called petroleum jelly because it's literally made from petroleum, the same stuff you use to make gasoline and plastic. Apparently I am fear-mongering because I'm talking about a product that doctors swear is perfectly safe. They never really do the work to actually look at updated research. Science evolves. Ingredients get reevaluated. People just love to say Vaseline is one ingredient, but it contains fragrance. Fragrance isn't just this cute, harmless word. It can include hormone disruptors, carcinogens, and dozens of undisclosed chemicals, and the base, the petroleum jelly. Unless it's fully refined, which most drugstore versions are not, it can be contaminated with something called PAHs, which are never put Vaseline anywhere on your skin. It's called...
That's a crazy theory. Then what are we supposed to use?
Aren't you frustrated yet? Like, look at this place. Ask yourself, why aren't you frustrated yet? This whole entire store is overpriced poison. We're gonna start with the fresh produce, then we're gonna go to the food in the boxes, and then we're gonna go to the appliances and the crap that you clean your house with. In order to know about the poison, you have to speak poison's language, and it's all in the numbers in the barcode. You gotta get up close and you gotta look at this number with the hashtag. It's called a PLU number. If it starts with 4, throw it out the door. It means it's conventionally grown. It has pesticides systemically introduced through the roots. Those pesticides are going to get in, disrupt your endocrine, wreck your gut microbiome, and completely disrupt all of your natural bodily processes that are supposed to be happening. The organic section is characterized by a different PLU number. So right here, the PLU number starts with a 9. 9 is fine in some circumstances, but I can't even tell you where these grapes came from, only the packing facility.
9 is fine. That's easy to remember.
In New York. A lot of the companies too, they're not even putting PLU numbers on the organic produce anymore. And that's a problem because now they're taking the language away from us to differentiate. I have a solution to this, and I'm going to get to that later, and it specifically has to do with the fresh produce things. Be very careful with bacon. A lot of this has nitrites, horrible for your filter organs like your kidneys and your liver. This day and age, you have to wonder whether it's lab-grown meat or just a concoction of meat that's been thrown in a grinder of who knows where and what kind of hygiene facilities. So literally have to research the food that you eat. And
who knows what they're putting in that hamburger meat, especially fast foods.
a place like this where you go, where you're supposed to be able to buy food. Got to read every single label that you come in contact with. So sodium erythrobate, that's a preservative. Your body has trouble processing those chemicals. That trouble results in sickness. And you go to the doctor when you're sick and they prescribe you pharmaceutical medication made out of petroleum, which they get a commission check on from Big Pharma. It's a cyclical cycle. Meat like this that looks extremely red, it is...
Hold on. Didn't we just watch Petroleum? Oh my goodness.
Dyed, don't let anybody tell you differently. And it is a process of soaking in carbon monoxide chambers so that it lasts longer on the store shelves. Carbon monoxide is a carcinogen, and it's not good to put into your body. Matter of fact, that's why there is a CO2 carbon monoxide detector with people that use furnaces. So here's a brand that I usually trust in a pinch. I usually try to get all my stuff from local farms around me, and I'll show you guys a little bit more about that later. But there's the difference of what I'm talking about. See the color different. Most corporate chicken is going to be bleached. That's not good. Plus all of the processes that they are raised in creates a lot of stress in the animal. So you're going to want to look for things that are air chilled and taken better care of. This is a great example of that. The solution to all this on the nutrition aspect is to at least get one good meal a day, and I can show you how to do that. Other than that, grow your own food. I have developed a way where people can literally do this indoors all year round, growing nutrient-dense food in places with no space.
Huge shout out to North Fresh Farms for that interesting video. I remember the first time I've seen that purple looking meat that he showed you. Here it is. You can see how the top one... You can see how the top one is more cherry red and the bottom one's got like that almost maroon hint to it. I remember the first time I seen that meat, cause you know, you pretty much overlook it at stores. You really don't look at it if you're looking for a bargain, you know what I'm saying? I actually got mine from a food pantry. All praises to the Most High for all these churches doing the food pantries, because you know, I remember when I was down on my knees and I survived from those box food pantries, and I believe they gave you beef, and the beef they gave me was purple like that. And I tried it, you know, I was a little unsure because I never tried purple meat before. Man, that was the best beef I ever had. It tasted so fresh. So yeah, I recommend, if you have access to a local butcher, I need to do it myself, you know, but this is definitely the way to go. We got to treat ourselves better, guys. We definitely got to be making better eating decisions. My man here is about to try, the McDonald's CEO is about to try the Big Arc. I haven't seen this video yet. I wanted to see it live with you guys for the first time. So let's watch it all the way through first and then digest it and pick up key hints of maybe something alluding to something different here.
You've heard about it, here it is, the Big Arch. This is something that we have tested already in Portugal, Germany, Canada. I love this product. It is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know. So here we go. First, holy cow. God, that is a big burger. We've got a very unique kind of sesame poppy sort of bun on it. We've got 2 quarter-pound patties, a delicious Big Arch sauce, and of course some lettuce. So, oh, there's so much going on with this. First of all, let's try to get this thing, I don't even know how to attack it. Got so much to it. Oh, there's also some crispy onions on here as well. I see those kind of coming out. All right, the moment of truth. That is so good. That's a big bite for a Big Arch. It's distinctively McDonald's. Only McDonald's could do this type of burger, but it also is unlike anything else on our menu. It's a delicious product. You know, you've got sort of the cheeses and the gooiness, but those crispy onions as well gives a nice texture. And of course, we've got the pickles. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my lunch, but Big Arch, try it when you can get it.
Oh, this is... I'm taking the gloves off, all right? I'm taking the gloves off for this because I'm already mad at you guys that you took away the 50-cent hash browns. You know, people depended on those 50-cent hash browns before we went to work, and now you're charging $4 for a breakfast hash brown? Yeah, there's some personal beef here. I'm just being honest. But personal beef, no pun intended. But yeah, the hash browns, they don't even taste the same anymore. You bite into it, it's pure chemicals. It's like coated on your tongue right after biting it. So, you know, it's not the same. Let's go ahead and dive into this video. Let's look at his face after ending this video. It's still in his mouth. First of all, you can't even tell he took a bite of the burger. I mean, look at it. You took a bite? Where? He finished the video with it still in his mouth. You know, it's like he's signaling, hurry up, stop the video. As soon as the video stopped, what do you think he did with what's in his mouth right there? I mean, hey, I'm just being honest here. And look at his face. It's like, y'all might have paid me enough to do this, so I'm a fight through it. But the crazy part is what if he really knew? What makes it even worse for him is he might actually really know what's inside that meat. So the fact that whatever concoction is really inside this meat, he knows whatever it is, and he's chewing, savoring whatever that mystery concoction is. And this is the face you get after, chewing it. So it's like, man, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't had a hamburger from McDonald's in at least 5 years. It's just, it doesn't taste good. That's why I don't personally eat it. It makes my stomach hurt when I eat it. As you feel tired the rest of the day. It tasted disgusting. Half the time, I would say a good 75%, 80% of the time, they gonna mess your order up anyway. Even if you get your order right, the chances of it being fresh really aren't there. Just from the spots around me, you gotta find somebody that really cares to get your fries fresh. You know what I'm saying? And the unraveling of the burger does not look appetizing. I mean, this was presented for the CEO. Y'all could have at least made it look a little bit better. It looked like he really got this from a drive-thru. Y'all could have doctored it up like the commercials at least. This thing does not look appetizing. But I'm not completely biased when it comes to McDonald's. I hate to admit, I'm a fan of their double fish. They fish fillet. Man, get me a double fish fresh, no tartar sauce with just cheese on a steamed bun. If you get that fish straight out the grease, if you're lucky enough to get a McDonald's worker who cares and get you that double fish, I know I shouldn't be saying that. I shouldn't be saying this, but I'm being honest. We on these waters, man. If you could get me a double fish straight out the grease, so when you bite into that thing, you get the... I mean, yeah, that's when it's hitting. The funny part was we talked about this on my live like 2-3 days ago. And then here he comes out nibbling on this nasty looking burger. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Talk to me, y'all. What is going on? If you're enjoying this content, slap that like and subscribe button real quick. If you're on the fence, do it anyway.
The ketchup dispenser at your fave fast food joint has maggots because they never clean it.
I will never get ketchup from the dispenser ever again in my life. If it's not from the packet, you can have it. That was off the dome. If it's not in the packet, you can have it. That's pretty good.
Looks pretty good, pretty good. Let me check under. Check under. Is that a roach? Yo, is that a roach right there? Where? Pull that from under there. Hold on, let me see. What's this? What is this here? This meat? Yo. Why you got the meat on the floor though?
She just caught. She just outside caught.
Huh?
Just outside. She went and put the machine in the car.
Wait a minute, sir. Wait a minute. I ain't gonna lie. That's... Oh my.
He started speaking that language and hold on a second, sir. I need to understand what's going on here.
My goodness. Yeah. We might have to shut y'all down. What the hell? And what meat is that, sir?
This one for cook.
How long has it been sitting out?
Just put for here the morning. This one just
okay, wait a minute. Because you just cross-contaminated, sir. This is seafood. That's meat.
This shrimp, this is beef.
Okay, so that's shrimp and that's beef, and you just use that to touch that, sir. Yeah, you're right now. I ain't gonna lie. Cross-contamination.
He's writing it down. Is he legit? He got handwriting like me.
Let's go ahead and check the freezer out. Make sure y'all ain't got no cats and dogs or nothing back here crazy. Oh, snap. What is this? This worms? What is this shit? How you doing? My name is Agent Black with the Food Health Department.
I was bean sprouts, bucko.
Department, ID number 30303. I'm just here for routine inspection. I call the manager.
Okay, cool.
He's coming outside.
He's ready?
He's coming outside. He said give him a minute. You can go in.
Ready? Okay. Is the manager or the boss back there?
Yeah, it's
okay.
Asian guy.
Asian guy. Okay. Look for the boss. Boss. Manager. How you doing, brother? How you doing? I'm Agent Black, ID number 30303, and I'm just here for a routine inspection. If you don't mind, just showing me around.
Okay.
Okay.
You just scoop the rice.
Scoop the rice. It was just some rice in here?
Yeah.
All right, that's a little dirty. Okay, what about this right here? Do y'all clean this right here? Is that a roach right there?
Where?
Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's a leaf. My bad. False alarm. What's that right here? Is this meat? Pull that from under there. When does this get cleaned? Every day?
Every
lying.
the night I have the other amiga.
You lying. You're lying. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Because this right here, this is stains from 7 weeks ago. I can see that. This right here.
She's only killing the
Oh.
She's not killing her hair.
Oh, she don't clean that, so y'all don't clean the walls. So you're telling me it's germs on these walls in the bathroom?
Okay.
All right. So basically, what's gonna happen, brother? You guys are getting shut down. All right. The meat on the floor, that was the kicker for me. I don't know who you got to talk to, brother, but yeah, you that big time. Looks pretty good. Let me check under.
I don't think he's a real inspector, but I think he definitely just exposed whatever restaurant they was working there. This makes me not even want to go out and no Chinese. If I can't stir fry it at home, is it even worth it? If you gotta get orange chicken, go get the frozen pack, from your local grocery store. Throw it in the air fryer and pull it out. Grab the packet that comes with it, throw it in a bowl, toss it up if you gotta get orange chicken. That way you know at least where it came from, kinda, I guess. That might not be the move either, but hey, it's gotta be better than eating here, maybe. But I actually had the frozen orange chicken. It wasn't bad. I actually buy it again. It was at Aldi's, actually. Like, I got the frozen orange chicken from Aldi's, and I just threw it in the air fryer, hit it with a little butter spray, came out crispy, poured it in a metal bowl, throw the orange chicken sauce in the microwave for like 5-7 seconds, then quick throw it on your orange chicken, toss it in that bowl. How hard is it to make fried rice with some eggs, peas, and carrots? You know what I'm saying? You put that together, bam, you got takeout. You're welcome. All right, Chin, what's going on?
If the skin on your heels looks like this, dry, cracked, crusty, this is not a foot problem. In Chinese medicine, this is your body sending you a signal most people completely ignore. Ankles that puff up by evening, legs that feel heavy just walking up the stairs. Millions are soaking their feet trying to fix this right now and feeling nothing because they are missing the one ingredient that changes everything. Foot soaking comes from Chinese medicine. We have used it for thousands of years. Nobody in the West learned the right way. Hot water, as hot as you can handle. 1 cup of Epsom salt, half a cup of apple cider vinegar, and fresh ginger. And this is what most people never add. In Chinese medicine, ginger doubles the power of the soak. It warms the meridians and pulls everything to the surface.
Wasn't he trying to get that giant ginger root on Drunken Master starring Jackie Chan? Yeah, that's an old Kung Fu classic. I love old Kung Fu classics with Jackie Chan, Drunken Master. But anyways, he had to get that. It was either ginseng or a giant ginger root he ended up trying to replace. But yeah.
Soak for 20 to 30 minutes. But your body did not get here overnight. Every processed meal, every sleepless night, every year of stress that never stopped, it all hit the gut first. The soak helps, but it keeps coming back until the gut heals.
This isn't actual medical advice. It's just theories, not facts. But now that he said something, my dogs do be barking sometimes. And when I mean dogs, I mean feet. But since I just, put like lotion or oil on, then throw some socks on, bam, you can throw your feet moisturized with it being in the socks. I know a lot of people don't like touching feet. Here's an idea. You take your lotion or your oil and you just throw it on the top of your foot and you rub your other foot on the top of your foot. And that way it's like you're moisturizing your hands, but instead you're doing it with your feet, if you catch my drift. You know, I would do it, but it's gonna mess my setup and everything. All right, how to create a frequency so strong that reality obeys you. Interesting.
Create a frequency so strong that reality obeys you. In 1998, a quantum physicist did an experiment that got him banned from conferences. He proved that human consciousness can collapse quantum probabilities. Translation? Your mind doesn't just observe reality, it selects which reality manifests. But 99.7% of people emit such a weak frequency. Reality ignores them completely. Then he discovered the 3-day protocol to amplify your signal 1,000 times. Intelligence agencies classified it immediately. It's called dominant frequency projection. And once you master it, synchronicities become constant. Double slit experiment. Copenhagen interpretation. The discovery that shattered physics. Particles exist in multiple states until consciousness observes them. Then one reality collapses into existence. You're not living in reality. You're choosing which reality becomes real. But here's the problem. Most people's frequency is static noise, doubt, fear, inconsistency. The quantum field receives 1,000 contradictory signals per second, so it delivers nothing coherent. Princeton Engineering Lab, 2003, Consciousness Field Study. They measured electromagnetic output from human hearts, found that coherent emotional states create measurable disturbances in random number generators up to 3 miles away. Your feelings aren't just internal, they're broadcasting electromagnetic commands. Weak frequency equals reality ignores you. Dominant frequency equals reality obeys. Here's the 3-day amplification protocol. Day 1, singular focus. Choose one desire, only one. Multiple desires equals signal interference. Spend 24 hours thinking only about that. Every thought, every decision, every action. One frequency, no static. Day 2, emotional saturation. Don't just think it. Feel it at maximum intensity. Not hope, not excitement. Certainty, gratitude, power. Feel it like it already happened. For 10 minutes straight, 3 times today. This generates coherent electromagnetic output. Day 3, zero contradiction. This is where most people fail. You can't emit, I am abundant, then complain about bills. Every contradictory thought cancels your signal. For 24 hours, zero doubt, zero complaint, zero fear-based talk. What happens after 72 hours? Your frequency becomes monolithic. One clear, powerful, consistent signal. The quantum field must respond. Within 7 days, synchronicities explode. People appear with solutions. Money shows up unexpectedly. Why? Because you stopped being radio static. You became a laser. Reality doesn't respond to weak, scattered signals. It responds to dominant, coherent frequency. Test this starting tomorrow. Day 1, one desire only. Day 2, feel it intensely, 10 minutes, 3 times. Day 3, zero contradiction for 24 hours. And watch reality. Start taking orders from you. This is quantum mechanics applied to consciousness. Share this with someone ready to dominate their frequency.
I like that. Well, he said a word I was interested in knowing though. Monolithic? I never heard that term before. What does that mean? I sound like, what's his name? Jack Skellington up in that tower. But what does it mean? I know you guys are, Chuck, this is what monolithic. Y'all typing it right now, but I gotta type it in, y'all. I be second guessing myself sometimes. So I gotta check AI just to be sure. Monolithic. Lithic. Definition. Monolithic. Formed of a singular large block of stone. Large, powerful, incredibly indivisible and uniform. So I'm seeing I guess non-deviation would be a sentence. I could describe it. The man had a monolithic walk, meaning he wouldn't deviate from his path. Alright, y'all know what time it is. If you thought you weren't going to get another excellent specimen of the day today, think again, bucko! Using! Matter of fact, run it back. Toshindayo! Alright. We seem to have a I try to keep my composure after that. I'm gonna get it better, man. I'm gonna do better. But this is an extraordinary stone, to say the least. It almost looks like it's AI generated, artificially generated. Oh no, that's real. That's the real deal. Did you see behind it? This is real, guys. This is not AI. We might have a record-breaking rating here. This might be a record-breaking rating. What did we give the eye? The alien eye stone. We gave that a what? A 9.5, 9.6? I might have to do 9.6. It's if the back look a little bit better, I would do 9.7. But I'm doing 9.6. Extremely high rating for this. Even without the light, it looks great. It almost looks like a heart when he flipped it over. Like right there, like a Mr. Freeze's heart. Oh, that's a good one. Because remember, Mr. Freeze had to he had to keep his heart so cold or something like that. So that'll be a good name. Mr. Freeze's heart. But I wanted to do something like the Dark Waters 9 stone or something, You could spin this a lot of different ways, guys. Drop it in the comments below. What would you guys name this stone? But yeah, 9.6 is the rating I'm giving it. This is tied with the alien eye. If you don't know what the alien eye is and you're just now joining us, I'll show you real quick. Because that's how good this stone is. Alien stone. Alien eye stone. Oh my goodness. Someone paid 40 bands for this? Wow. That is incredible. But yeah, this is the alien eye. This had the highest rating on Dark Waters 9. The alien eye. Looking at it, yeah, that's a 9.7, 9.6. And this other stone we looked at, this puppy right here, I'm pretty sure you can get this one for a couple $100 maybe. Nah, he'll probably want more than that. I don't know. But yeah, which one would you rather have? Me, I want both. But that alien eye is hard to turn down, man. That is a unique piece. Because it literally looks like an alien eye, I mean, what is it? Literally, what is it? You mean to tell me this 4 right angles got perfectly formed in there? This might be a deep dive. The alien eye, now that I said something. What in nature has 4 2 perfect 90-degree angles? What in nature makes that? Because the saying, all geology is just hardened biology. So at one time, this could have been something else. It makes you think, huh? Interesting theories. The world inside caves seen differently. Oh yeah? Let's see what you got. What is this? Madagascar? It doesn't say where this location is. Alright, we see a little pool there. Okay, a little resort. Oh, what is this? Is this some type of hot spring? Is that a beam? Looks like a holy beam is coming through the top. What type of ancestry is going on here? Look at that beam. Look at that platform, like it's supposed to line up. Look. Let's go back real quick. It was about to end anyway, but let's go back. Look. Like, what if this beam, what if when that beam, it lines up and some Tomb Raider type Indiana Jones event starts popping up? You know what I'm saying? It makes me question what those two were doing there. But it looked like it was next to some resort, so who knows? It could have been a destination spot, but it looks like, look at the stairs. It's like some type of ritual might have taken place here, because look, it's like a benches for our audience, you know? Interesting. What in the world is that? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Ice cream nowadays is fake. We'll see what he's saying.
According to videos on TikTok, why is no one talking about this? According to videos on TikTok, people are noticing this popular ice cream will not fully melt if left out overnight, sparking debate online regarding the ingredients. I had to see this for myself. Why is no one talking about?
You could have tried harder. At least give us a time lapse and hit it with a temperature gun, man. We need solid data. You know what I'm saying? We need data. We just supposed to take your word for it? How hard would it be to make our own ice cream anyway? You know? I feel like we can make our own chocolate ice cream if we really wanted. You know, they used to do those science experiments back in the day where they made it with dry ice that tasted horrible. How do we make it taste good? You know what I'm saying? Slow churned.
All sides of the triangle can affect the other two sides. For instance, if a person is under a severe amount of emotional stress, okay, that's an emotional state. Emotional stress changes the body chemistry, okay? Adrenaline starts to flow, different enzyme levels in the... All sides of the triangle can affect the other two sides. For instance, if a person is under a severe amount of emotional stress, okay, that's an emotional state. Emotional stress changes the body chemistry, okay? Adrenaline starts to flow, different enzyme levels in the blood will start to change, okay? So the chemical side of the body would be affected by the emotion. Likewise, those chemical changes may in turn cause, say, a muscle to contract or to be irritated, or may cause acid to produce in the stomach at an accelerated rate. So therefore, physical changes in the body can occur from the other two sides of the triangle. So in a chiropractic approach, sides of the triangle are being affected, which would be leading to the problem that a person is coming in to seek treatment for.
Okay, so you have the biochemical side, the structural side, and the emotional side.
Exactly.
And this technique that we're pretty much going to be talking about today, neuro-emotional technique, deals with that side, the emotional side.
The emotional side. And say a massage therapist starts to use their thumbs and really gets into that muscle. And the patient...
Man, I sure could use one of them.
May start to suddenly, spontaneously start weeping. Let's say they have a shoulder problem, they work this muscle, and the patient will start weeping. And they have no idea why. And they have no idea why, or they'll say something like, I don't know why, but suddenly I'm thinking about my mother. You know? And it was almost as if when the person released the tension in the muscle, the memory would start to flood. And many different practitioners have called this term a body memory. Well, a neuro-emotional complex is that body memory. It's as if when we are under certain emotional stresses which overwhelm our system, it's almost like a circuit, if you will, blows in the body, and that memory becomes linked or fixated into that part of the body. And that's why up until the advent of something like NET, it was more of a happenstance finding. The technology of NET helps us to predict whether a problem has that type of memory attached to that, and then gives us the techniques and the tools to actually define what those particular memories that are linked to that particular problem. Now, applied kinesiology is the art of specific muscle testing, okay? And we use muscles because Dr. Goodhart is able to discern that muscles react to negative stimuli in a very predictable way. That is, they seem to be indicators of your body's energy state, much like lights in your house, for instance, would be an indicator of the energy state of the electrical system in your house. So what we do is we will challenge a person's muscle system under different stressors and observe whether or not the muscles will weaken in response to certain stimuli. If we see a weakness, okay, we will know that there is a dysfunction or disharmony. All sides of the triangle can...
I have seen experiments where someone will hold their hand out and they will say, all right, don't let me push your hand down. And they'll push their hand down, but when they hold their arm up, and they'll think, I am strong, you can't hold my hand, you can't push my hand down. It's a lot harder for them to push their hand down. And also there's another crazy experiment. I actually did it when I was younger, where you just stand up and you just raise your right arm by just thinking it. Like it's tough to do, and you can tell because your arm will effortlessly move up. This was like years ago. I tried this. I was down the rabbit hole for years. This was like a decade ago. I was really down the rabbit hole, and it was like, all right, now close your eyes and try to use just your thoughts to make your arm move up. And like I was sitting there for like 3-4 minutes trying to do it, and all of a sudden my arm started to go up, and I can tell it wasn't me actually using my muscles. It just was like it's hard to describe. It just was like it was like automatic. It raised slowly, and it's a hard feeling to describe, to put into words. But that's all we got for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button on your way out, and don't forget to drop the code word in the comments below. The code word for today is double fish. Go ahead and drop double fish in the comments below. When you do that, that lets me know you're a real one. You made it all the way through the video and you rock with your boy. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love it when you guys come and hang with me, and it, you know, feels like I'm talking to like an old friend. We can vibe on these waters, and yeah, you know, we got an awesome community, and yeah, it's great times. What y'all got going on tonight? Isn't there a UFC fight or something? Might check that out or something, man. Make me some tacos or something, man. You know the vibes. It's your boy JetskiChucK with the most mysterious TikToks on the internet today. See you later.